Got him! Got him!
You just got wrecked.
What's going on, guys? It's K-Dub here with another episode of Crypto Zombie. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you had a great week so far. Having another green day. Bitcoin is up 0.28%. Not too much today on the charts. We have had an incredible week for Bitcoin. However, maybe not so much price action, although we are above $9,000 currently. However, short term, we are having a little bit of difficulty breaking above the $9,200 level. You can see we put in a bit of a short-term double top. In yesterday's video, I did talk about potential opportunities for a pullback, maybe some more accumulation. However, let's be honest, despite the price action, it has been an amazing week for Bitcoin. We had India reversing the ban. We had good news from Germany and South Korea. And would you believe it, yet again, we have more positive news for Bitcoin, this time coming out of France. I'm so excited to tell you guys about this. I also want to actually go into the halving chart. We are approaching the halving in 2 months. I want to talk about where we are in relation, what we could be expecting, okay? Because I do expect it to be a very exciting 2 months leading into that. I also want to go into the fact that the top 100 Ethereum holders, okay, so the top whales, have actually recently started accumulating Ethereum in mass. I'm going to show you a chart. So do they know something that we don't? Do the insiders have some information? Is Ethereum about to blast off? Well, I'm going to talk about that. And finally, I want to end on the fact that we have a New York power plant not only heating the city, but also mining Bitcoin. So for everybody out there that says that Bitcoin mining is just a waste of energy, well, we have a story that'll prove them wrong. And if all of that sounds good to you today, well, you know what to do. If you're not subscribed, well, we do this virtually every single day. Every single Monday, we give away a Ledger Nano S to one lucky winner. So if you want a Ledger Nano S, drop a comment. Any comment makes you eligible now. Let's hop in straight to the charts. Let's not waste any time today. Bitcoin, like I said, having a little bit of a rejection right here around the $9,200 level. Okay, we're looking at the VPVR holding around 8,630. You can see right here, that's a very high level of demand for Bitcoin. So I would keep my eyes on that level for a bounce. We are above the 21 exponential on the weekly, which is good, and also above the 20 moving average. Now you will notice if I zoom in right here, we're kind of bouncing on the daily, sort of between the 21 exponential on the daily and the 200 daily moving average. Now, staying above this 200 daily moving average is extremely bullish, okay? As I've said, like a broken record on this channel, stay above the 200 daily moving average. Traditionally, you're in a bull market, okay? And you can see that's also around the $8,700 level. So it looks like the 8.6K, 8.7K level is probably that sort of last good buy zone, really to accumulate potentially. We can see over here, however, that we are forming a bit of a triangle pattern. Now, it's very possible. It is very possible that we could just have some choppy up and down movement all the way till right here. We kind of have this apex. This is around the end of the month, okay? Roughly March 27th, give or take, right? So, Bitcoin could come down here. We could touch the top of the channel, go all the way up to 9.3, come back down, bounce around. I mean, we could literally bounce around all day until here before potentially having a blast off, okay? That is one possibility. If you want to look for more of the super bearish, levels, check out yesterday's video. I go into that a lot more in detail. I don't want to stay on the charts too much, but you'll notice we were rejected once again right here at around this descending, pretty much resistance that we've had since the top in 2017 when we had a $20,000 Bitcoin. And that level is sitting at around 9,350, give or take. We have a long time until the end of the month. If we can close above that level, very bullish for Bitcoin. However, keep in mind, Bitcoin could fall. And I know this is pretty crazy, but we could fall down to about $7,200, $7,300 and still be supported by this upward trend, which technically would still be bullish. I know it wouldn't feel bullish, but it would still be bullish for Bitcoin. So super quick, before we get into the main news of the day, I just wanted to have a quick look again at the halving chart. It is coming up very soon, probably within 2 months, could be sooner depending on the hash rate and block production. But the one thing you can take away from this chart is the fact that we are sitting damn near at the bottom right here of this pretty much, log scale slope for the halving. So what is this telling me? Well, this is telling me that based on the previous 2 halvings, although keep in mind we only have 2 halvings, not exactly the greatest sample size, but this is definitely looking like one of the greatest potential opportunities for Bitcoin accumulation in a long time. And if we do break above these levels, I highly doubt you're going to see these Bitcoin prices ever again. And I don't think we're going below $7,200. You can quote me if you want. You can come back and throw the tomatoes at me and tell me if I was wrong. But I personally don't think we're going to see Bitcoin go below 7,200. If it does, maybe a wick on the daily. You might be able to accumulate down to the high 6,000s. I just don't think we're going to stay there, guys. So my personal opinion, you may feel completely differently about that. But one interesting thing is, you have over here, for example, what Alex Saunders is saying, Bitcoin, bonds, and gold are going higher while stocks are continuing to sell off. So he says if all 3 can close green for the day and stocks print new lows, crypto traders are in for a wildly bullish weekend. This is according to him. You could see definitely an inverse relation. Oh, not to mention the fact that the yield on the benchmark 10-year Treasury note has sank to 0.695, breaking the low of 0.7, which means that, yes, we hit an all-time low, as in all-time ever all-time low. Now, yes, I know currently it has gone back up to about 0.76, but just wanted to point that out, guys. We are breaking history in the worst ways in the traditional financial markets. Now, having a look at Bitcoin, I do want to talk about, we talk about price all the time, but I think the big news of the day is we had a French Commerce Court has come out and classified Bitcoin as legal currency. I mean, what is going on? Is the world changing their stance? Are these guys finally realizing hey, you better get with the bandwagon, you better get with the times, right? So you can see right here, essentially, they've qualified Bitcoin as a fungible, interexchangeable asset that is not individualizable, just like fiat money. So essentially, this was an interesting case. It actually involved it involved the cryptocurrency exchange Paymium and alternate asset investment firm BitSpread. So basically, in a nutshell, not to harp on it, but what they did was they loaned 1,000 Bitcoin, which was 9.1 million, over to them. So essentially, while they were holding it, the 1,000 Bitcoin, it was during the time of the fork, so obviously they ended up getting 1,000 Bitcoin cash as well. So they were like, hey, you owe us this money because essentially you got a dividend, which is worth around $350,000. So to resolve the dispute, the court had to address the legal nature of Bitcoin, and after defining it as a fungible asset, they did say that it was basically, Bitcoin lending as a consumer loan. So because of this, the court found that Bitcoin Cash did belong to the borrower, just like dividends belong to shareholders. So this is definitely a big move forward. Also, check this out. So you do have the top 100 holders, the big whales of Ethereum, right? This is really interesting. They've started to accumulate a higher percentage, even though the price has pulled back, right? Now, if you want to zoom in right here, you can clearly see that the Ethereum price has been going down, but yet look at this steep accumulation right here. You can see it's a very high accumulation. In fact, it's the highest accumulation that we've seen. For a long time, basically since back here. So my question is, what's going on? Is it just that they're seeing that Ethereum is undervalued, or is there something that they don't that they know that we don't? Let me know what you think about that. Are you holding any Ethereum? Are you bullish on Ethereum or not? Let me know. Some people are saying that Ethereum is due for a massive pullback, right? Could be, right? We have noticed that there is a bit of a descending triangle. However, you're seeing these guys accumulate, so smart money buys the dip, right? Just wanted to let you guys know about that. check out this cool story. So we had a power plant in New York. That's right, my hometown. Finger Lakes, well, I'm not from Finger Lakes, but New York. So anyway, they set up their own Bitcoin mining operation, and using this electricity, they've been able to produce $50,000 worth of Bitcoin every day, or 5.5 Bitcoin, roughly, depending on the price. So you have Atlas Holdings LLC, the private equity that runs the operation, installed 7,000 crypto mining machines at the Greenidge generation. So are these the miners right here? Yeah, I think these are them in the back. So that's pretty cool. So I mean, you've had a lot of people complaining about, it's not green and Bitcoin mining uses all this energy and stuff like that. Well, you can see that they say the machines work off the so-called behind the meter power, which makes it extremely low cost. They say its power costs are predictable and low, essentially just cost of production, which can be offset by power related services. So how cool is that? They're heating New York City and producing Bitcoin at the same time and keeping the network safe. Let's also mention that. Big news. We know what India did. Well, looks like a lot of these exchanges are now resuming. You have Uno Coin said they're going live again with bank deposits. Wazer X team is working hard on bringing back direct bank deposits to all of you. So that is good news. And finally, I just want to end on the fact that we have crypto, Unstoppable Domains. They have crypto domains. So basically, they have a Google extension which does support the .crypto domains. If you guys want to check that out, you can head on over. I do have a link below if you guys want to use it. It does obviously help the channel. By using that link, you are supporting the Crypto Zombie channel. I do receive a very, very small commission off of any of the domains. If you guys are interested in purchasing, I have several of them myself. They make it super easy. Basically, if you want to have a name, like a simple name, like, Kyle or John or Lisa or something like that, you can get like lisa.crypto. Tell your friends to send Bitcoin to lisa.crypto or lisa.zil or whatever, instead of giving them this gigantic, ridiculous copy and paste address. So that's what that's all about. If you're interested, I do have links below for that, but I think that's basically where we're going to end today's video, guys. So thank you again. It's been a wonderful, wonderful week for Bitcoin. We're above 9,000 short term. We might not be by the time you see this video. We had a great fundamental week, so I'm feeling good. I'm feeling bullish. I'm feeling very happy about the current situation. Let me know how you guys feel about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. That's it for me today. If you're interested in the ledger, drop a comment below. It is the weekend. Go out, get some fresh air. Stop looking at the phone every 5 seconds. Bitcoin will still be here when you get back. That being said, I freaking love you. If you haven't gotten subscribed yet, consider it. We do this almost every day. I also have a free Telegram group if you want right here. It's right by the subscribe to Crypto Zombie spot. I also have links below. Check all that out. Thanks again. You guys rock. My name is K-Dub. This is Crypto Zombie. Until next time, stay crypto. And of course, peace out.